Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel, and today we're gonna talk about the Osiris League Season 9. We have the kickoff. Officially, top 32 are here. My alliance got eliminated in this last round we had this Sunday, because well, we had to fight 1875 main team, so yeah, we got cooked. But yeah, today we will go over all the teams, go over the champion favorites, and already take a sneak peek about the matches. Which matches are we gonna get? Who are gonna be potential champions, and who are gonna be like yeah, new teams, potential teams that can maybe potentially become champion or become top 4. So like the underdogs, who are the underdogs and who are well, not gonna do great. We can already tell some of these, so let's go over that. Meanwhile, as you can see, all the realms were displayed, and well, we're gonna go over every single one of them and look at their teams. Let's kick off with what I think is going to be the most entertaining division, the division with 60 GT and 77. Well, not sure if this will be the most entertaining. Well, perhaps there is another one that's going to be entertaining. But here we have the big clash between 60 GT and GV77. They're both here, and as you can see, these are the brackets. So look at the colors; those are the brackets. The round of 4 that are gonna play, right? And 2 of the 4 teams will go to the top 16. So as you can see, the 60 GT will play against H51L, against WPK, and VV with the VV. So AX will play MXM, OXO, and W719, and so forth, right? And we can already see a couple groups here that are gonna be interesting. For example, the Mimi and GV77 will probably win their group, right? That's not interesting. But let's take a look at the blue team, the blue realm, for example. Blue group, we have 2 sub teams. We have 875 sub team and we have 60 GT sub team, right? And they gotta fight OWR, which is a pretty new but an interesting name here. So I expect some stiff competition there. I don't know how strong the secondary team of 1875 is. Based on the power, it didn't look as good. So yeah, and then you have AB with the 2, I don't know what they are called, with the two point thingies. They seem like they have 12 billion alliance power. It's, well, you shouldn't base on alliance power. I don't know about their team, never really heard of them. Yeah, I've seen them in KVK a couple times, but I don't know about their Osiris League team. They don't have any history there, so yeah, we're clueless. I would say OWR and 60MX, but it's gonna be an exciting group there. The last group is also very interesting. We have 75 DC, which were champions. They're not as good anymore, but they're like a pretty good team, solid. And then we have SN41. They were in the 60 GT KVK, and they were performing decent there, and I think they already have some history. And SY29 is also pretty familiar with Osiris League. They got some more power, and they probably trained a lot. So yeah, I look forward to seeing that realm. Those 3 are going to be interesting. I don't know about 3379 though. So, and then yeah, I guess those are the most interesting realms or groups for me, for like potential cool matches, right? So of course 60 GT, I think they have an easy realm win here again. I mean, as you can see, this is their display. There is 5 championship trophies. There is a runner-up and a winner in the Grand Finals, and the 16th place in Grand Prix. And of course, their main competitor is going to be 77. I don't know how strong they are after the migration, but it will be exciting there for sure. And with 60 GT always comes Watch It Burn. They are always there when 60 GT is there, and they lose all the matches, all the championships against GT usually. With that I mean GT is the one eliminating them. But they're a very, very strong team for very long. 75 DC is going to be a competitor as well, just like old. We matched against old, but they have like 20 billion main alliance power and a couple of big whales, so they don't need to do as much as healing. I mean, they're not gonna be champion probably because it's a lot of power, but not maybe not a lot of brains. I don't want to trash talk, but for me personally, there's no indicators that they can become champion. Or OWR is interesting to keep an eye on. I think they are a possible top 8 contender. Yeah, they got pretty big migration recently. Same goes for SY29. I really see them entering the top 8. They're a pretty consistent team here. There's a couple other teams that are like really good. Of course, we have Mimi. They have been there for pretty much always. We have H51L, which is pretty famous. We have 1486. I've seen them more often. AXTS24. Those are all pretty good teams that will all reach the top 16 for sure, right? Let's move to the next realm. And this realm, yeah, this is the one that I think is going to be most interesting probably. We have 93T in this realm, and we have 11E88 here as well, I believe. Yeah, then we got both of them. We got JST in here as like a top 4 contender, and we got a couple other well-known alliances. In terms of brackets, this is what the brackets are gonna be. I guess LB81 and LN93 will win that first group, then W34X, and well, I don't know how strong they are anymore. They lost a lot of the good players, it seemed like, but DQ39 is very consistent. They've always reached the top, like top 8, top 16, so I guess they will continue to do so. Of course, LX17 is good, so it will be a nice competition there in that group. We have the next one is interesting as well. Int, FN, BB03, and X696 are pretty much all on the same, yeah, the same grade, I would say. Although the X696, I wouldn't place that high, but they're close. BB03 will be like, yeah, it's pretty much the same grade as the X one. So I think those two, Int and FN, will win here. INM, which is the sub-alliance of 1606, and then we have 63DS, 16ZO, and 93T. Well, of course, 93 is going to win, and probably 63DS as well. In the next group, of course, IN main alliance 1606 is going to win, and the rest is going to be, yeah, the other 3 is going to be a nice competition to watch. I don't know, perhaps 62, perhaps for 74. On the next one, we have ATW. They're in my KVK, but WU is pretty famous or pretty well known. Like compared to each other, right? I mean, they're not up there with GT or anything, but I have seen their name, so they'll probably win that. But then we have 1188 in a fun competition with 3310 and 3210. No, 3321, yeah. So probably, well, 1188 will for sure win, and then it's between 3310 and 3321. So those two. In the last realm, of course, we have JST. They're, well, good as always, right? But they have stiff competition with TL68 and 1473. We'll be excited to watch that as well. There's only 2 championship contenders here, 93T and 11E88. They will fight it out for the title. I think 88 is the underdog here. They have a decent chance. For the top 4 positions, I would say JST is going to be fighting with like IN 1606. And in that mix, maybe for top 8, we have LN93, DQ39, and LB81, and of course B21S. I think those are going to be the contenders for top 8. On to the next realm of Bastards. We have a couple interesting teams here and one clash as well. Probably 748W versus 489 is going to be the main battle that I look out for. Let's go over the groups. First group, Beer is for sure going to win. Beer is the underdog here, by the way. They can also win the title, so it's a three-way championship here. And Beer is so underrated that I've seen them in Grand Prix and they've migrated their players there and they've trained together, and I think they have a pretty big focus in Arc and Osiris League, so expect them to do well, and I expect them to give us a lot of coins. The next group, 748W, easy win, with probably W257. Group after, Devil and 885N is my best bets, but it's gonna be close. Nice matches for sure there. Then onto the next realm we have FCK. I'm not gonna say that out loud, but they're probably gonna win. They're a familiar name here in Osiris League. Next group has the sub of 2748, and they're probably gonna fight with like 3265. Group after 65 AC, easy win. Next group 1718, easy win. And then we have the group of death. We have Lost, a pretty famous rising kingdom that we're here for quite a long time already. Then we have 16OT, which were the semi-finalists last season. We have 489 champion and the Grand Prix champion. Then we have TCG9. I mean, they are pretty famous as well. Not as much Osiris League history as the other two. But it's going to be stiff competition here. Who will take the top 2 spot after 489? I expect the main title fight to be between 489 and 2748, right? Both pretty high spending kingdoms. And maybe a surprising third party can mix into the fight, which is going to be Beer. Maybe it's going to be a 3-way fight. We don't know for sure. 16OT will be up there for sure as well. And probably Lost will be there too for the top 4. So 17, 18 as well, probably, right? We have 16OT here and Lost. So those 3 are going to compete with maybe with 65 AC as well for the top 4, top 8 spots. Then we have the newbie realm. Of course, the people that just downloaded the game, they will be in this realm, or maybe some jumpers that made it right before the update might be in here. So yeah, any of those younger or older kingdoms might have like still the jumpers before Lilith's update, the migration policy or anti-migration policy. So they would have maxed out gear, which is gonna help them. I don't know which team has those, so I don't know anything about those teams here. Usually the winning team has like top 5 power as well, and power is usually very low in these realms because they're younger players, like 3 billion here. Then we have 3.2 billion at this team. I mean, I don't know about any of those teams, but usually one of those teams, they have more spenders, maybe one smart tactical guy, and then that's a championship contender already. So I don't know anything about those teams. There was like 5 that I show in the screen that could potentially become champion, but I really need information from you guys about all these teams. Who are the smart players? Maybe some high seed players are here that have a lot of knowledge. I have no clue. So this realm is completely a mystery for me. I never bet there unless I know information about the teams, which I just don't right now. My conclusion, 6GT are gonna take their 6th consecutive trophy, while 93T and 11E88 fight in the other realm for the title. In Realm of Bested, 489 will try to secure their 2nd title by trying to win from 748W. Meanwhile, there is a secret contender that can maybe disrupt any 2nd title ideas from both 748 and 2489. But can this new team prove themselves? That's what we're gonna find out in this Osiris League Season 9. Hop in with me on board because we're gonna have a crazy betting competition in this season with some crazy bets. So make sure to follow me because we are gonna get 1,000,000 RX and we're gonna zero the shop as every single year with the Win with Wood program. Leave a like, leave a subscribe, comment down if you have any questions. Join the Discord, which is in the comments, Sock is there as well, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.